The eagle strikes. Golden light filters through the trees, warming the grass as bees hum in the morning air. Acorns seen scattered below tall pines as bees and butterflies drift through wildflowers. Peanut darts down the trail of the forest. Wow, the perfect day for our picnic. Behind Peanut, Summer waddled with care with her little hat. "Wait for me," she chirped. Bluey, the bluebird, flies through the trees with her pink bow as she calls out, "I'm also there." Bluey glided above them, calling, "I'll scout ahead. I'll find the best picnic spot." Bluey soars above as crisp air flows through tall trees and fallen pine cones. Peanut points upward at Bluey, Summer beside him, and follows Bluey through the forest. Peanut leapt over a fallen wooden log with excitement through the wild forest. Bees buzz, acorns drop, path winds ahead. The grassy slope rose to a sunlit clearing with flowers, flat stones and trees. At the edge of the tall grassy hilltop there stands a lone pine tree swaying in the breeze. Bluey soared near the sunlit slope with joy as the hilltop opened to a quiet, flower-filled meadow. Peanut gasped, "We forgot the basket." Summer stared at him. Suddenly Bluey fluttered above, wings flapping with a grin. "Surprise!" she called out. Bluey smiled mid-flight. "I stashed the picnic basket in a hollow pine near the hilltop." Near the trail's end stood an old pine with a small hole hidden with pine cones and twigs. Bluey nudged aside the pine cones and slipped into the hidden hole at the tree's base. Bluey comes out with the basket from the hidden hole of the tree, a proud smile on her face. Bluey hooked her talons through the basket handles and lifted into the air with a graceful flap of her wings. Peanut and Summer watched as Bluey flutters overhead, basket swinging from her talons. Bluey lifted off with the basket swinging below, gliding steadily through the breezy sky. Bluey reached the grassy hilltop and set the basket down softly on the grass with a gentle sigh. Golden light bathed the hilltop as wildflowers swayed and clouds drifted through the sky. Summer climbed the green slope, Peanut behind, as trees thinned and sky opened ahead. Bluey waited by the basket, sunlight glowing over wildflowers beneath the leaning pine tree. Peanut and Summer joined Bluey at the hilltop, talking and laughing under soft clouds. At the edge they gazed out, misty valleys, a silver river, and soaring eagles above. Summer stared in awe. "Wow," she whispered, as the river wound through the valley. Peanut examined the basket with apples, acorns and treats and sniffed an apple, smiling. Peanut laid out treats as Summer and Bluey sat beneath the orange sky. Peanut sipped juice as Summer pecked a snack, sunlight warming the quiet hill. Bluey nibbled her honey roll as sunlight warmed the quiet flower-filled grassy hilltop. "Feast for the mountaintop," Peanut cheered. "Best picnic," chirped Bluey on the sunny hilltop. On the sunlit hilltop, Summer played with a lavender butterfly with wildflowers around her. Peanut flipped with glee and Bluey clapped with joy. Bluey grabbed the hat. Summer chased her. Peanut laughed, tossing flowers at Summer and Bluey. Summer and Peanut bounced with joy as Bluey fluttered above them in the golden hilltop. Bluey circled above as golden light kissed the wildflowers below. Peanut waved his red scarf as the hilltop glowed below the orange-blue sky. Peanut and Summer rolled on their backs, giggling on the quiet, flower-covered hilltop. Perched by the cliffside pine, Bluey watched the surroundings and the glowing sky. In a blink, the hilltop dimmed, shadow swept over, hiding the wildflowers below. As Summer walked through pink clovers, a shadow swept over her. She froze, alarmed. Peanut froze. "Wait," he whispered. Bluey looked up, alarmed. "That's not a cloud." A golden eagle dives, wings wide, eyes sharp, feathers flashing in the sunlight. Suddenly, the eagle snatched Summer from the hilltop in its sharp talons. The young eagle soared through the orange sky, Summer clutched tight in its talons. "Summer!" cried Peanut, as tears welled up in his eyes. "Help me!" screamed Summer, flailing in terror as the eagle soared higher through the orange sky. Bluey shot upward, wings slicing the air, eyes locked on the eagle against the golden sky. Peanut grabbed the biggest pinecone he could find and clutched it tight, eyes blazing. Peanut hurled the pinecone skyward, eyes locked as it spun fast toward the eagle. Peanut hurled pinecones one after another into the sky, aiming the eagle. The pinecone hit the eagle. Summer fell free. The eagle shrieked, glared, and flew off into the sky. Summer flailed in terror as she fell from the eagle's talons through the soft orange-blue sky. Bluey dove below. "Almost there," she called. Bluey flew with Summer on her back, wind rushing past, both nearly relieved. Summer tumbled down and bumped into Bluey, both resting on the soft grass. Bluey and Summer lay exhausted in the grass as Peanut rushed over, asking if they were okay. Bluey stood up in the grass. "I'm okay," Summer breathed out. That was scary. Peanut hugged Summer while Bluey stood nearby at the grassy hilltop dotted with daisies and clovers. Peanut patted Bluey and said, "You were amazing." Summer jumped with joy. Bluey smiled weakly. "We don't leave friends behind." The others smiled at her. At the slope's edge, Summer looked up. "Next time, no picnics in the open," she said. Tired but safe, Peanut, Summer, and Bluey laughed together at the start of the grassy hill. Peanut, Summer, and Bluey did a happy dance, arms linked, as golden sunlight surrounded them. Peanut, Summer, and Bluey ran happily arm in arm through the glowing forest.